It's June 16th, 2020, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and the pandemic is officially over! Never underestimate Americans' ability to solve a problem by simply forgetting about it and moving on to something else. Now, on to the latest on what else 2020 has brought us. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reports May turned out to be one of Earth's hottest months in nearly 150 years. Scientists blame the hot air on two things: climate change, and it's also an election year. This week, the president shot down the idea of renaming military bases that were named after Confederate officers because our history as the greatest nation in the world will not be tampered with. Instead, all other military bases will be renamed for other great losers throughout American history. Candidates for having bases named after them include Hillary Clinton, Adam Lambert, and the 2008 Detroit Lions. President Donald Trump's health is in question after his speech to West Point graduates. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard shows you the video and the White House's unusual response.
Two moments stand out from President Trump's speech at West Point. First, he struggles to lift a glass of water. Second, he slowly walks down the ramp with a hunch after he finishes his speech. Some medical experts are questioning whether the president's cognitive abilities are, well, to put it in layman's terms, still there. The senior White House medical advisor is on the phone with me right now.
Hi, everybody.
Dr. Nick Riviera, good to speak to you again. You just had a chance to watch that same video we showed our viewers. What are your conclusions about the president's health?
I need to harvest some organs.
Dr. Riviera, that is very, very morbid. We are talking about the President of the United States of America here. Are you saying the president's health is in such grave danger that you're now planning to harvest his organs?
All right, Nick. Don't panic. Think back to med school.
Dr. Riviera, I have very serious concerns about your qualifications. The last time we spoke, you claimed the president was suffering from some disease you called bonus eruptus.
It's a terrible disorder where the skeleton tries to leap out the mouth and escape the body.
No, Dr. Riviera, give me a break. I checked with the American Medical Association. They do not recognize bonus eruptus as a disease or a disorder. Even I know this.
Hey, did you go to Hollywood Upstairs Medical College too?
No, Dr. Riviera. I went to Syracuse University. I guess it's just as reputable. Senior White House Medical Advisor Dr. Nick Riviera, thank you for your time.
Bye, everybody.
President Trump explained why he walked down that ramp so slowly. He told his Twitter followers the ramp was slippery and he did not want to fall down. Perhaps that's what he meant when he described himself as a very stable genius. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard.
Thank you, Tim Millard. There's a notable lack of desserts in your report this week. Lake of the Ozarks fever has hit New York City. Over the weekend, people were spotted crowding along Manhattan streets in both the East Village and Hell's Kitchen, many of them not wearing masks or social distancing. Governor Andrew Cuomo tweeted, "Don't make me come down there." Eventually, Governor Cuomo did go down there, where he rounded everybody up and forced them into nursing homes. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos may testify before Congress this summer. His attorneys now say he's willing to speak to lawmakers as part of an antitrust investigation. They'll even make Bezos available for testimony in 2 days, as long as Congress has Amazon Prime. Fire safety experts are urging the government to cancel an upcoming fireworks show at Mount Rushmore. They say it's just too dry, and one spark could ignite the surrounding forest. A National Park Service spokesman says the show will go on because, in his words, it's just a fireworks show in the middle of a bone-dry forest in a year that's already brought us economic despair, a global pandemic, and social unrest. What could possibly go wrong? 6 former eBay employees are accused of terrorizing a couple by sending them threats and package deliveries of live spiders and cockroaches. Federal prosecutors say the six were upset because the couple's newsletter published an article about an eBay lawsuit. However, the now former eBay employees did leave good reviews for the people who sold them the spiders and cockroaches. A former Drug Enforcement Administration spokesman admits he deceived people into thinking he was a CIA agent so he could defraud government contractors out of more than $4 million. Garrison Courtney claimed he was an Army soldier with hundreds of confirmed kills who even survived an assassination attempt. Still sounds more believable than the average online dating profile. That actually is my online dating profile. The weekly $600 additional benefits in unemployment insurance will be ending in July. Here to comment is NewsBrake correspondent and unemployed American Allie O'Neill. Wait, I thought we fired her last week.
You did, Brian. But I need a job, and I am willing to work right now for no pay to show you just how dedicated I am to this career. Unpaid internships hurt all workers and worsen income inequality. That's a headline I saw on Fast Company. And this is stock footage I found on YouTube of young, attractive white people working. You see, being able to take an unpaid internship doesn't so much show hunger as much as it shows a lack of hunger and pure privilege by having rent and other necessary bills of life covered by some means other than your job. That's a sentiment I'm sure I heard on Reddit, the platform that has slowly transformed me into a socialist. You ever come home from a long day of whatever and just want to chill out for the rest of your life? Me too. Every day. But until my dreams of doing nothing are fully realized, I gotta do something. I'm making more money in unemployment than I ever did working, and that gravy train is about to be gone, so I thought about training for a new career, one that actually pays a living wage. But I started writing that sentence last Wednesday, and now it's Monday, and I can't remember where I was going with that thought. Probably that computers are really hard, but video games are awesome. I beat Fable 2 again this past weekend. I was evil this time. Once I had 2.5 million gold in land, they declared me queen. I could still kill whoever I wanted, I just had to pay a fine of 500 gold, which I made every 6 seconds. Everything really is easier when you're rich. Which brings me back to my original point. I need a job. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Allie O'Neill.
Thank you, Allie O'Neill. There's no income inequality here at Sketchworks NewsBrake because we all make nothing. Because of his comments about the global protests surrounding George Floyd's murder, Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News has been dropped by numerous advertisers, such as Disney, T-Mobile, and Poshmark. Now, if those companies are looking for a show to advertise on, might I suggest Sketchworks NewsBrake? We will gladly take your money to promote your product. Drop us an email, why don't you? Mexico President Andrés Manuel López Obrador stated he would be willing to sell gasoline to Venezuela if asked. Venezuela said it already had gas plans, but may need some more in the fall, playing it real cool-like. Mexico's response was coquettish. They were all, okay, well, fall's open now, but we ran into Argentina over the weekend, and, things happen. That's when Nicaragua chimed in and said, hey, what's going on, everybody? And everybody was like, no one's talking to you, Nicaragua. Nicaragua. Authorities in Cambodia say a man decorated his yard with actual landmines left over from the country's civil war. They say he didn't know what to do with the old mines because he couldn't sell them for scrap. Lesson learned. The next time an old man tells you to stay off his lawn, he means it. A judge said no to actor Jussie Smollett's request to have the charges against him dropped. He's accused of lying to police about a racist and anti-gay attack that police say he staged. Smollett claims the charges amount to double jeopardy. The judge disagreed and told Smollett his next step is final jeopardy. The category? Actors who tanked their own careers. Police-themed television shows are under scrutiny due to the wave of protests against police violence. TV executives pulled the plug on Cops and Live PD. The producers of Paw Patrol are even pulling an episode where Chase, the police dog, beats a black Labrador retriever, plants drugs on him, and then lies in court about the arrest. Shake up at Bravo TV this past week. Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Doute have been fired from the show Vanderpump Rules. I don't know what that is, and I have no idea who they are. Is a Vanderpump a shoe? I don't know. Pop country band Lady Antebellum is now going by the name Lady A. Band members say they regret using the name Antebellum due to its association with the Civil War and slavery. Canadian rock band Nickelback plans to use the abandoned Antebellum name as a way to make people forget they're listening to Nickelback. A man in Bellevue, Washington, who grew up without a father, has started a YouTube channel called Dad, How Do I? On the channel, he teaches viewers valuable lessons in things a father would normally teach. Most of the comments on his videos are kids saying, "You're not my real dad!" Archaeologists may have found London's oldest theater buried underneath a construction site. They found the ruins of what they believe is the Red Lion, which was established in the year 1567. They now plan to rebury the Red Lion after learning it will host a Shakespeare festival starring Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Doute. Oh, wait, I know who Stassi Schroeder is, right? What? That's Taylor Armstrong. Who dat? From The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is another Bravo show. Huh. Well, I'm glad we sorted that out. That was a Sketchworks NewsBrake in-depth report.
In-depth report extreme!
2 NFL teams are dealing with the coronavirus. Published reports say several players for the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans have the disease. An agent for Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott confirms his client has the coronavirus, but is feeling pretty good. And everyone says the Cowboys can't catch anything. For the past 20 years, Professor Richard Hine of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay has been helping intelligent lab rats find new homes. And, being intelligent, the rats have chosen to live anywhere but Green Bay. This Florida man may go to jail because he wanted to be a cool dad. Police say Sean Michelson let his girlfriend's 12-year-old daughter drive his Jeep 85 miles an hour in the middle of the night because, according to police, he thought it would be cool, and he was trying to be a cool father. Michelson is not the girl's dad, but he is accused of a felony, and, under Florida standards, that's pretty damn cool. A middle school library in Christiansburg, Virginia, has come up with a unique way of delivering books to young readers. The library has decided to use drones to drop books to kids so they can keep reading. Just what paranoid Americans need these days. Drones flying around, dropping things on their houses. A Colorado family discovered a bottle floating in Loveland Lake with a message inside. When they fished the bottle out of the water and removed the note, they found it dated all the way back to June 10th, 2020. Last Wednesday. The note inside contained 3 simple words. Be the change. So they were. The family took the bottle and the paper and recycled them both. A new study conducted by market research company OnePoll has found people feel happier after making a spontaneous decision.